Hi, and welcome to today's video where we will be discussing how late joiner penalties work. So what are late joiner penalties? A late joiner penalty is simply a higher monthly rate you will pay for your membership as you have joined your medical scheme at a later stage in life when you are considered more likely to need expensive cover from your medical scheme. So when does your medical aid consider you to be a late joiner applicant? A late joiner is an applicant or the dependent of an applicant who at the date of application is 35 years or older and was not a member or a dependent of a member of a registered South African medical scheme or has had a break in cover for more than 3 months since 1 April 2001. Please note that foreign schemes and insurance policies are not recognized as medical schemes in South Africa. So, to put the late joiner penalty table into perspective and how your medical scheme can apply a late joiner penalty is by looking at the example below. So, any year after the age of 35 is taken into account into the late joiner penalty calculation. So, to show you how it works, if you have not been a member after the age of 35 of a medical scheme for 1 to 4 years, hypothetically, you'll receive a late joiner penalty of 5% extra on the hospital portion, with the most extreme being 25 years and more, and you'll receive a 75% loading on your hospital portion of your premium. To show how the late joiner penalty is applied in a basic example, say you have chosen the Essential Delta Saver as your medical aid option of choice. Please note that your late joiner penalty is only applied to your hospital portion, meaning if you are on a medical aid option that has a medical savings account linked to it, the penalty will only apply to the hospital portion and not the day-to-day portion as you can see below. So your total premium per month is split into the hospital portion and the medical savings account portion. If your plan has a medical savings account linked to it, this will only apply, or your penalty will only apply to the hospital portion. So then in this example, you have received a 25% late joiner penalty. This is only applied to the hospital portion and not the medical savings portion. Unfortunately, a late joiner penalty will be applied forever going forward, and it is not reviewable. It is only reviewable in certain circumstances where you have sufficient proof that you have belonged to a medical aid scheme before the age of 35. I hope you have found this video informative and helpful in understanding how underwriting and late joiner penalties work when you apply for your medical aid. Please feel free to share this video with family and friends and let us know what else you'd like to see in the comments below.